peeps, you know who this is, King Castro from Band 1 FM. We're about to do this real big. Right now, we're at Radisson's Hotel. Check it out. It's going on real large up in there. This is not for TV. Get it right. King Castro said this first, yeah? We're gonna interview 112 in a hot second.
What is this? Numbers in your pocket. I remember when you used to throw those things away.
Right now they're upstairs recording their new album. Yeah. Well, I don't know what track they're going to be doing right now, but they're doing the new album for 2010. That's going to be released next year. So right, I mean, I think it's minus Slim. So Slim's not involved in this. So all you ladies out there that love the Slim vocals, you know what I mean? He won't be there. He won't be present. It's only 3 of them. Who cares?
Yes, I don't understand. Baby, it's a shame. We gotta go through this. We can't even talk, girl. We don't even kiss. I never would have thought we'd be breaking up like this. But it's over now. It's over now.
Yo, people. I'm King Castro from Band 103.6 FM. Don't forget it, man. Every Friday from 7 to 9 and every Saturday from 2 to 4.
Chief.
Right now, I'm here with the legendary, like the sensational R&B group 112, man. You need to recognize.
What's up, y'all?
Alright?
What it do, what it do?
Guys, can you introduce yourselves?
What up, y'all? First up, this is Q Parker. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Deron Jones. What's poppin'?
Alright, I'm your boy Mike, aka him. What's happening?
As you know, man, if you know 112, man, they've done hits like 112, Room 112, Hot and Wet. Man, you guys are just serious, you know what I mean? I mean, you've evolved from like, it started off with Boyz II Men, right? And Boyz II Men had that like, that soulful sound, you know what I mean? That clean sound. And then Jodeci took it a step further with that edgy, rocky, you know what I mean? That hip hop kind of, they amalgamated like hip hop with R&B and all of that. And you guys stepped in the scene, man, and tore it up. You know what I mean? You tore it up. I mean, you had P. Diddy managing you guys, man. So explain, what happened with the P. Diddy? How did that?
Well, I mean, first of all, let me just say this, man. It's a privilege, man, that you in those type of groups. The same thing with myself, and I think the good thing for us, man, we was able to watch those guys. We took things from Boyz II Men, we took things from Jodeci, and pretty much any other group that were before us, we implemented some of who they were to who we are. And you know, to be able to watch Boyz II Men and them singing the big ballads and all that, and then to watch Jodeci, you know, edgy and just soulful and all that. And then, like you said, when 112 came along, we could do actually both of those. Then when you added the fact that, you know, Puff was in the mix and he introduced us to the whole hip hop game, and you know, not a lot of people when the hip hop rush came through, not a lot of artists were able to survive because they were just R&B singers and just R&B singers and R&B groups, but had a group like 112 to come along who could do the R&B but still do the hip hop.
Yeah.
We have this thing, man, where it's like we were better. How do we say it, Mike? We were better known for our up tempos, but best love for our ballads. Yeah. So any forum, whether it's a bar mitzvah, you can have 112 singing, or if it's the New Year's Eve dropping of the ball at Times Square, or if it's at the club in the hole in the wall or the big club, like. I think that's just one thing, man, that has made people really gravitate to us, because there's really no one identity. You just say 112 is just that. We span the globe, man. I think that is what has attributed to us lasting so long.
You've worked with some major artists, right, in the past, right? And one of my favorite artists that you've worked with is, rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G. Now, you've worked with this guy, right? And to me, that guy is one of the greatest of all time, or the greatest. You know what I mean? So how is it working with him? I mean, how is he as a person? Because you actually met the guy.
Well, if you ask us, you know, he was the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? In only 2 albums he was able to do what, you know, most rappers, you know, they take a whole lifetime in order to achieve. And B.I.G. was that dude after 2 albums, and one was posthumous. So it wasn't like he was there to see life after death. But you know, it just showed how great this guy was. But as an artist, but as a person, he was even greater. Yeah, he was a family man. He was a friend of 112s. He was a very dear friend of 112s, and he very much stood for what Bad Boy stood for, which was, you know, just the style and the swag and just everything that represented, you know, hip hop at that time. Big was that guy. He was the template. And we just appreciate the fact that this man was able to, you know, bless us and jump on our record Only You, you know, and give us our start as well. So we'll always be, you know, just in his debt as far as that is concerned, because the man didn't have to be on the record. We believe that the record would have been successful regardless of whether or not he jumped on the record or not, but we definitely felt like it transcended the impact. It definitely brought an impact to it for him, you know, coming on and blessing the record and letting everybody know that he stamped it, and, you know, 112, as far as he was concerned, was a group to be reckoned with, man. So, you know, we definitely take a lot of, you know, time to, you know, recognize the fact that he was, you know, that guy to help, you know, transcend 112 into that next level. So he means more to us than a lot of people realize.
All right, big, literally big.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, guys? This new album, this 2010 album, right? It's a follow-up from
Pleasure and Pain.
Pleasure and Pain. So, what does this new album entail? I mean, what is so fresh about this new album? Is it different from the last album? Is it something completely new? You know what I mean? So, what's involved in this album? Who's produced? Who's on it?
Well, Duran can elaborate a little bit more about that.
Right now, I think just as far as the album goes, I feel that, you know, we've been separate for a while as a group, you know, doing individual things, and just coming back together. I think that we're starting to develop what the album is going to be about. Like, to me, it's not really official. I just know that, you know, we're all evolving as individuals and collectively, and we're just going to bring each other's individual evolution to the table and stay progressive with the music. That's one thing I can say. It will be quality music, and it will be progressive.
Okay. I know it's 4-1 here. What is the deal with that? Because if people don't know 112, they're known for the quadruplets. You know what I mean? So what's happening?
Well, basically, you know, we got into the business as kids. Everybody was 16, 17 years old when we signed a Bad Boy. And then we just grew up. Everybody grew up and grew into men, and everybody changed in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had differences. Everybody had different things that they wanted to do, separate things. The group broke up for a while, for a moment, and then we decided to come back together and do a reunion. And Slim is just not a part of that reunion at this time. But I can attribute it to just basically people growing up and changing. And
okay,
so when you change everybody, you can't, you know, everything is different.
There's no like specific reasons why he chose not to come on this album? Or?
Well, honestly, you would have to ask Slim as far as like his reason for not want to be a part of the situation. But as far as we're concerned, man, you know, he'll always be a member of 112. He'll always be family. We'll always love him. And, you know, he always meant a great deal to the group, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, we have to keep moving forward, man, because the brand is bigger than each individual.
Yeah.
And we would like to, you know, just keep moving forward, because we understand the obligation that 112 as a brand has to the music industry, you know. And what we would like to do is just keep moving forward, man. And like we said before, Slim will always be a part of 112. He will always be a part of our hearts. He'll always be a brother to us, you know. But he chose not to be a part of this situation, and that's cool, you know what I mean. But we didn't stand on Slim alone, you know. 112 was built on the fact that all four of us were, you know, incredible A-list singers, and this project will show nothing less than that. And what we're going to do is, you know, just let it highlight the things that were not highlighted in the last 15 years, which was Q and his ability to sing, Duran his ability to sing, and myself and my ability to sing. So that's what we're going to do, man.
All right, guys. I want to know, what do you think about the industry right now? The music, the way it's evolved.
The industry is great, man. The industry is great, man. You know, it's real futuristic right now. You know, it's a lot of auto-tuning going on right now.
How do you feel about the auto-tune?
I think it's, you know, it's just a part of music. I think it's necessary. You know, I think that it's necessary for right now. You know, and then once that moves on and we go into something else, that'll be the necessary thing that happens right now. But, you know, other than that, man, it's like you know, it's just a new evolution of sound right now, man. And you know, we being guys that, you know, came up in 1996, we have to basically transcend along with the music, you know, or else we'll be, you know, considered dinosaurs. So, you know, so, you know, we basically just listening to the music right now, man, and just loving the way that things are going on right now. I have a very great appreciation for the music scene right now.
All right.
You know, and we would just like to, you know, be a part of it right now, man, and not looking out, you know, outside looking in, but rather be a part of it, you know.
Are we gonna see some future collaborations like 112 and Lady Gaga, 112 and Jay-Z, 112 and are we gonna hear some mad abstract?
We hope so, man. We
collabs?
definitely hope so, man.
Yeah.
We definitely hope so.
Right now, we're just in the beginning stages of
Yeah,
putting the record together. And once the body starts to develop, we'll know exactly who we need to go out and get to be featured on what particular song. But
All right, cool.